Okay, we're making progress on getting some of these accessories off of here. Got the alternator off of there completely. Got the power steering pump and tank out of there. Now I gotta go to the bottom side. Just got the car jacked up. Gotta go to the bottom side to get the last bolt off on the back side of the compressor. So that's fun. So we'll crawl underneath there and see what all's been done under there. I did notice that last night that I peeked down through here. Peeked down through there and seen the starter was missing. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll go up under and show you. Okay, first time under myself. Had to go get some paper towels to wipe this stuff off. I don't want it right in the face. This is where that power steering pump was leaking. Okay, here's our air conditioner compressor, and I didn't bring no tools with me. Right there's my bolt. They're having a hard time reaching from up on the top side. So that's what I need. It looks like about a 15 millimeter. Yeah, there's where the starter goes. And it's gone. I don't know. I'll get a little bit further under here. Trying to get them bolts out of there. That's gonna be crazy. Oh my. I don't know about this mess. I could use my engine hoist up on top and then take these motor mounts out of the way. Possibility. I don't know yet. Here's the oil pan we need. See, that mount is broke off on my other one, on the other engine. So when I pull this engine out, I'm gonna have to take this oil pan off. I thought about buying one. I said, no, if I buy a car that has a bad motor in it, well, it's gonna have a good oil pan on it. So it ain't no use of spend $100 and have two of them sitting around. So that'll work. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get to. I'm not gonna have any way to turn the motor over. Don't even have a crank bolt. I should have asked for all them extra parts, but I didn't. I didn't realize there were so many of them. I definitely would have took it if I knew it had a starter involved. It's always nice to have another starter. Well, one thing about this one, it's easier to get to than that Cadillac. That Cadillac's crazy. Try to get to the starter, you can't even see it. Gotta move heat shields and everything else out of the way before you can even see it. Move the Cadillac converter out of the way. This one here, I might be able to. I bet that was fun even getting that out of there. Yeah, I might as well take all these bolts out while I'm under here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bolts under here. What's that right there? That's your shift. I thought it was a loose bolt there at first. That's just your shifter that goes into the transmission. Transmission cooling lines. Them's all good. Well, let me get me a wrench so I can get that bolt off of there. I couldn't even hardly find it, much less get a wrench on that from the top side. So it'll be pretty easy under here for the AC compressor. And I'm just going to drop her down, just get it off the motor. I might as well take these off too. Probably a 17 millimeter, I don't know. Get that off of there, might as well take off what I can while I'm under here. I'm gonna leave it jacked up for a while till I get some more of this stuff done. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, I got some of these bell housing bolts off. Still got one over there on the far side. I'll have to go over on the other side to get to it. Open up that little cover. That's not going to do me any good because the bolts are on the other side. Bolts are over here on the starter side. Could just pull the whole thing out with the torque converter on it. It'll just make a big mess. Being as I don't have a lift, it's going to be very difficult to get this job done. Air conditioner compressor off. Separated from the motor. So I'm just a few bolts away. I'll get over there on that other side. I'll get all these bolts off the bottom side, and I'm going to drop this thing back down so I can start working on the top side. See if I can get to them. Guess we'll see what happens. I probably ought to go ahead and take these off too while I have it raised up. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to drop the oil too. See if there's any oil in it. Yeah, I think I'll do that too. See if I can't get all that done today. Pull these motor mounts off where the motor will raise right up, so I don't have to jack this thing back up. Get all the bottom side done, including oil. As soon as I get I'm going to put it in the truck and tip it over on the side and pull the oil pan off. Got to swap it with the other motor. Inspection cover ain't going to do me much good. Don't have any way of turning the motor over. I don't want to get a screwdriver in there on the teeth and try to do it that way. Screw up the flywheel. Don't have a bolt on the front of it to get a big ratchet on it. So I don't know. Guess I could take a bolt off the other car. Something I know of. Now I'm kind of wishing I could have kept going on the red car now. If I could just got this subframe to work. Bolted there, bolted there, bolted up front. That's the motor mount there, but you know what I'm saying, just get it all bolted in, all nice and square. It would have worked. Could have got that car going. It'd been easier to paint a fender and a couple fenders than it would be to pull the motor, I'll tell you that. This is crazy here. This is about as crazy as them head bolts was. Okay, now we're going to dump the oil. I'm going to pull the dipstick. If I can hold this phone here. I pulled it the other day and it didn't have nothing on it. Right on the very tip of it. I don't know if there's any oil in there. He might have already dumped it out. Oh, I got a pan under there. We'll get some wrenches and we'll see if we got any oil under there. I'll get a variety of wrenches to make sure I got the right one. Got the air conditioner compressor out of the way. So I got that out of the way, got all this out of the way. I still got hoses to take off and all that yet. I want to see how hard it is to get the... I will get the oil dumped and I'm going to see how hard it is to get to them back bolts back there. Gotta get it back down on the ground. Not gonna worry about the motor mounts. They're right on the edge of the car. They're not that hard to get to. You don't have to jack it up to get to it. So I'll get the oil dump and we'll go from there. Okay, I got it loose. Let's see how much oil's in this thing. He may already have it drained out, I don't know. Oh wow, look at that. That's nice and clean oil. Come out real clean. You probably didn't get to see it, but come out real clean at the bottom of it. It felt like oil, didn't feel like antifreeze or anything. I probably didn't catch it. I don't know how many quarts that was. I'll go ahead and stick the plug back in. I ain't gonna worry about tightening it up because this motor ain't gonna be doing no starting. Okay, I'll get this thing back on the ground and see if I can get them back bolts out for the back here on the bell housing. Get all them out. See how hard them are to get out. I think maybe 4 more left. I don't know yet. What I do if I'm not sure, I go get me a picture on eBay. Just go look up a 2012 Camaro transmission. Just count your bowl holes. See, I think I've already got all the bottom ones are off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got at least 5 on the bottom done. So we'll see how many more is on top. Okay, I'm gonna get this thing on the ground. Well, beside the rag, that's all the oil that came out of that car. I bet that's not even a... I bet that's not even a quart of oil. Yeah, we'll pull the oil filter out too. See what that looks like. Came out real clean at first, and then it's... That's not even 2 quarts of oil. I think it's a 5-quart pan. Well, I put all the oil that was in the car into that one jug. That 1 quart jug. And everything ran over. Okay, we done dumped the oil. We're going to check the... Already got this loose. Oh, I thought I did. I had that loose a while ago. Have to do it again, I guess. Let's see what this filter looks like. I bet that whatever came out of that oil pan, being it was clear, clean, I bet it's more like antifreeze. I don't know. I'll have to take that jug of oil and put it into a clear. Yeah, it don't look that bad. I don't see nothing real major in the. I don't see nothing major in the pleats or nothing. I don't see no sparklies or nothing. This oil filter's fine. I'll take that jug of oil and I'll stick it in something clear, like a milk jug or a water bottle or something, and I'll see if it'll separate. And I'll show you that before the end of this video. In fact, I'll go ahead and do it now. Gonna have to do something that'll hold a quart. I should have something around here somewhere. I got an ice cream bucket if nothing else. We'll try that. Well, I couldn't get my bolts out on the back. Back here in the back on the bell housing. Couldn't get to them back ones back there. Some of them are down below where the housing for the thermostat is. I imagine I could probably. I have to get all that wiring and stuff out of the way. Main thing. I've been still unhooking stuff over here. Well, what I'm thinking about doing now, why put a 90,000 mile motor up against a 180,000 mile transmission? What I'm thinking about doing now is pulling them both. Pulling all this out of here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Going to pull motor and transmission out of this. Hopefully by the end of the year. No guarantees. No guarantees on nothing. But I don't have a lift. I was watching a guy pull a motor out. Motor and transmission together. And he was having a lot of fun with the tail end of the transmission. So what I want to do, I want to have a lift, and I also want to have like an overhead, some kind of even if it's just a come along, something to put a strap around the tail end of that transmission, so it'll hold it all level. And then I can just get in this car and just back it out, as in push it out. I wish I could back it out. I wish I could back it out today. No, I think that'd be the best way to do it. So I'm going to start working on taking off the drive shaft, dropping it, unhooking everything off of the transmission, all the wiring, all the connectors, and all the cooling lines, all that stuff. And I just think it's going to be easier doing it that way. I still got over here on the passenger side, I still got exhaust manifold to disconnect. I don't think it's been messed with over here on this side. Still got to get these, all these. Be nice to get this wiring harness plumb out of here. Everything disconnected. Take this and the computer and everything out of here. Just disconnect it off of here and just get it all out of here. Get it all out of the way. So that's where we're at on this. I just don't see no way. I don't have a lift. If I had a lift, I would have a lot better chance of getting this thing done. There's just not enough room in behind the firewall. Can't even get your hand back there. Can't even see the bolts, much less get to it. I found a bolt. I'll show it to you. That one right there, it's on the bell housing. I can't even get that one off. It is so hard on there. You got to beat it off with a hammer. And there's no room in there to get a hammer. I tried it with a... I don't know how them guys do it. If you had a lift, you could stand underneath it and you could get you a long extension. That's the way I've seen a lot of guys do. I mean, even a 2-foot extension. Stick it in there and get it on there and pop them bolts off there. That's how a lot of them do it. So I don't know. I'm going to try pulling the hoe. See, there's a connector right down there. Try pulling the whole thing out. See, the motor's only from there to there, so I could connect right into here and it wouldn't be real balanced, but I mean it wouldn't be too bad if I connected right in here somewhere. Okay, I think I'm gonna go do that oil real quick, and I'll come back with that oil separated probably tomorrow. So I'll be right back with that results on that. So I'll get that jug of oil, stick it in that. I'll be right back. Okay, my conclusion on this oil is that he already had it drained, and it might have had a little bit of oil left in it. And then when he pulled the front timing covers, all of the antifreeze went down into the oil pan. That's my conclusion on this, because it's over half antifreeze in there. So that's my conclusion on that. That's about what I expected anyway. So we'll move on from this. Okay, I got the fuse blocks all tore apart. This fuse blocks here. We got to keep the wiring harness with the engine, because there's a wire right here. And you do have some good sized grounds right here. See that lug right there? And over to that screw right there. This one right here goes onto it. So there's a big old ground that goes on there. And we got all the rest of that can stay. Okay, I still have the fuel line to do. Still got the heater hose to do. Still got the radiator hose to do. I'm going to pull out these, pull out the radiator and the fans. I'm going to get all that done. Over here is where your other wire is. It comes off this battery lug right here. That's if you want to try to start the car. If your battery's dead, pop the hood and connect your power onto that. Connect the ground. You got battery going back to your trunk. If you can't get into your trunk, it's gotta have a way to do that. So this wire here coming off the bottom goes back into the motor. So I'm gonna get some more of this done. I just come out here every day, just get a little bit done on it, a little bit more done on it. And I got to get some bungee cords and get all that tied down to the top of the motor. So hopefully today we'll get the rest of this done. May not have the fans and stuff pulled out, but I would like to get the motor pretty much ready to go. I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull these fans and stuff out just for the fact to make sure I have plenty of room when I go back with the other engine. Because see, this is gonna be a whole lot more built out with all the pulleys and everything on it than it is right now. I want to make sure I got plenty of room. So next week I'm going to work on getting under the car and getting the transmission ready to go. Get the drive shaft disconnected. That'll be in the next video. Drive shaft disconnected and everything disconnected from the transmission, and get it all unbolted and get it all ready to go. So yeah, I still got exhaust manifolds to do on the other side yet. Yeah, let's get some more of this done and I'll be back here shortly. Okay, I got the heater hoses off. I got the exhaust manifold off. Can you see down there? That was fun. Now I gotta get that engine mount right down there, bottom of the screen. I'm going to get them two off. I might use my engine hoist, not my hoist, but my leveler. Let's see if I can put that across here and just take them rubber motor mounts plumb out of there when I get ready to pull it. It's not going to be today, but I think that'll make it a lot easier. Because I'll basically be able to just come right straight forward. I won't be hanging up on nothing. So I got everything done. I don't have the radiator pulled out. It's going to be another day I'm done. I usually come out here for a couple hours, work on it. But I got all the engine harness all wrapped up. This wire down here is the one that keeps you from taking the whole harness off. That's the one that goes down to the alternator. See that connector down there? And I believe there's another knock sensor over on the other side. Got two knock sensors, one on each side. So that's going to keep you from taking the whole harness off, unless you want to fish all that out of there, and I'm not going to worry about it. Just pile it up like that. I'll take that whole harness off whenever I get the engine out, because that's worth about 200 bucks on eBay. So that'll be, somebody can use that to get their car going. I'm not going to need it. I'll just use the one on the red car. I got, and this line over here, this wire right here, it goes down to your starter and it goes up here to the top. I just went ahead and pulled it completely off and just looped it around like that. That way, in case if somebody does happen to put a battery in it, for what, I don't know, but you're not going to have some dead shorts in here. And the one that's on the alternator over there it's got a rubber piece around it. So we got everything. This exhaust manifold is off. It's not dropped down like the other one was. See, I do have, come to think about it, I do have, the O2 sensors I had to disconnect because they are connected into that wiring harness. So I can either break them loose, take them out with the engine, or I can just unplug them. I just about forgot about that. O2 sensors back there. I'll find out real quick when I get ready to pull it out. I'll be stretching the wires, and I don't want to do that. So I got everything off except for the fuel rail, or the fuel line there. I looked all through my toolbox and I don't have one of them connectors that you shove in there and you release the, it's a little round thing you shove in there and you release your gas line there. Same thing you use on your power steering lines. So I have to go in and order one of them. So everything's looking good. Everything's off on this side. Everything's cleared on this side. Like I say, I'll get these fans and stuff out of here before I pull the motor for sure. Just to make sure I got plenty of room. So it's looking good. Yeah, here's your alternator down here. Alternator wires right here. It'll just lay down here at the bottom down here. And there's your little, that little orange wire is one that plugs into it. So I'd say we're done. That was fun getting that exhaust manifold off. But we got it. Had to pry back on these tubes right here. Heating tubes, and pry back on them in order to get to them bolts. I may go back together with this thing with the exhaust manifolds on it. Yeah, with the cats on the back of it. It's just little short pieces, so it might work out all right. That way I don't have to. We'll have to see whether it works or not. That way I don't have to fight in here, get all that reconnected. But it's just part of the job, I guess. Alright, I'll go in and order them parts get that fuel off of there. Everything's looking good. Oh, I see something here I don't have done yet. All these wires right here. All these wires right here's got to go up on top here. Sure do. All these wires got to go up on top. There we go. There's a knock sensor right there. Okay, that looks a lot better. Now I'll work on them. Yeah, that was something there that was plugged in there. I don't know if I dare to try to take them O2 sensors off or not. I think I better just unplug them. I think you unplug it right here. I think I'm just going to unplug it. Both of them. And I'll get up under there next week and I can unplug the bottom ones too, the aft cat. You got before cat and aft cat. Make sure I get them all unplugged. But everything's going good. I seen a 2-ton engine hoist over in Wichita, Kansas, and I was going to go get it today, but I forgot I'm broke. I'm broke this month, so I better save money for groceries because I got a few more weeks before I get my next check. So that's all right. We're not ready. We're not really ready to pull this thing out yet. At least another week. At least another week. All right, I'm going to close this video out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Okay, I have the fuel line disconnected. You see, you got to release them 4 little connectors there. Push them all in at the same time. That one's still under pressure, by the way. Okay, use a little tool like this. The one on the top is for Cadillac transmission lines, and it didn't work. See, it's too thin. This one here is quite a bit thicker. This is the kind you need. It's made out of like aluminum, kind of the scissor type. We open them up. I think they're only about $10, but they work really good. Don't mess with the plastic ones. They usually don't work. They might work 1 or 2 times, but then they're junk. So I found this in my toolbox after searching for a while. That's what you need.